Hi there, it's Ryan Haley with Atlantic Shore's Sotheby's International Realty coming to you here in November for a continuation of our market reports. So it's going to be this month in Ocean City housing for the month of November 2020. For anybody who's been tuning in month after month, by this point in the year, starting to see a lot of trends. You probably already know kind of what I'm going to be telling you, but I wanted to bring it to you. I wanted to give you the facts as to what's truly going on here in our Ocean City market, but then also comparing that to what's going on nationally. As many of us know, the weather's starting to get a little bit cooler. We're not seeing quite as many people here at the beach from a vacationing standpoint, but we are still seeing lots of activity when it comes to real estate. During the week and even on the weekends, many people are coming down to try to secure that property. Many people want to secure that property now, so they might be able to kind of use it as their COVID escape over the winter, and then have it completely ready to go when the springtime comes and next summer comes, and they can enjoy it to the fullest extent of their vacationing power. So here we go. Here is what's going on for October. So we always look in a month back as to what went on in the market. And new listings that came on this month were 207. And what does that give us for the year? That still shows us that our inventory levels for the entire year are down 6.5%. New pending sales. We had 237 properties in the 10 miles of beach that went under contract here in the last month, which is a 79.5% increase over what we saw in October of 2019. And that gives us a 28.6% increase for the year. And when we look at closed transactions, actual settlements, people who were sellers who were successful at really getting their property sold, and buyers who were even more successful and were able to secure a property, we had 216 sales here in the last month. Once again, that's up 75.6% over what we saw last year at this time, and year to date up 24.1%. So the market is continuously riding along here and doing very well, extremely healthy. What does that mean for pricing? So right now, our median sales price in Ocean City is right at $300,000, which is an increase of 7.1% from October of 2019. And if we look at the entire year here, we're up 5.7%. So 5.7% appreciation year to date for our Ocean City real estate market. That's very healthy. And if you recall from the last time I came to you with this week in housing, or this month in housing, many of the top economists are projecting at least 5.7% increase in appreciation over the next 12 months, some of which and some pockets of our country are going to see appreciation as high as 10%. So that's what we have going on here in the local Ocean City real estate market. I thought I would touch on a few of the key metrics that we're looking at nationally. And this first slide I want to show you is a snapshot of our year-over-year change in key metrics. First one looks at number of showings. This comes from Showing Time, and number of showings here for the year are up 61.9% over 2019. Purchase applications, this is from the mortgage bankers. When they look at the number of new applications for purchases, it's up 16%. Pending transactions up 20.5%. Existing home sales up 20.9% for the year. New home sales, new construction, up 32.1% for the year. But then when we look at our inventory, existing home inventory is down 38%. And then our new home inventory, so this is new construction, is not down quite as much. It's down 11.9%. And I think the real reason why that's not down as far as existing home sales is that the builders, one of the slides I've shown you in the past is that the builders' confidence right now is so extremely high that I think a lot of them have scrambled to get as much new inventory up and running as they possibly can. I know locally here, from what I hear from a lot of the builders, they're still running at a backlog. If you want to buy new construction today, you could be waiting over a year in some cases to get that home delivered. So those are some very interesting metrics. Obviously, the last two that are showing red here are our inventories. So going right into our September inventory, what does that actually mean? It's down nationally 38%. Well, if you look at September of 2019, we had 1,600,000 homes for sale. That's existing single-family homes compared to the September 2020 level of 1.24 million homes for sale. So I thought I would also just look at the history of inventory over the last year here, and you can kind of see this slide here measures the number of months of existing inventory. So in September of last year, we had just under 4 months supply. The highest it got here in 2020 was in May, obviously right after those lockdown periods where we had 4.5 months supply. And when you fast forward to today in October, you can see we are at the lowest levels by far over the last 12 months, as we currently have on average 2.5 months supply throughout the entire country. What is driving this? You know, why are we seeing so many homes sell and such little inventory? Well, what's very unique about this is that, yes, we have very low inventory, but at the same time, in many cases, our number of new listings are actually up for the year in certain pockets of the country. So we're having more new listings come on, but the demand is far outpacing it. And I touched on this last time, but the real reason that we're seeing the demand outpace the supply is mortgage interest rates right now. So I wanted to show you a little graph here as to the history of our mortgage rates over the course of this year, going back to January of this year, when we were at 3.7%, just over 3.7% was the average Freddie Mac 30-year fixed interest rate on a mortgage. And you can see it bounced around a little bit during the extreme lockdown measures. We were just under 3.5%, and then it has continuously gone down here and found a real bottom the beginning of November here. On 11/5, we had 2.78% mortgage interest rates, which is all-time lows. But the interesting thing here is we're starting to see a little tick up. Now, this could just be a temporary tick, but as the economy improves, which I've mentioned to you in the past, there is going to be this natural realization that mortgage rates are going to start to go up. So what are they projecting? What are we looking at over the course of the next year? And you can see by this slide, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, the Mortgage Bankers Association, NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, have all come together with their projections as to where mortgage interest rates are going to be over the course of the next year here. So Freddie Mac is thinking that for the Q4 of 2020, they're going to be at 3%. When you average it out, we're looking at 2.95% on average. That's just a slight tick up. Q1 of 2021, it's going to continue that way. Looking at 3% on average. Q2, 3% remains the same, which is great news for our spring and early summer markets. And then even into Q3, almost a year from now, we're looking at 3.05 on average. So yes, we might not be at the all-time absolute low, but such great favorable rates for anybody who's looking to make that purchase. The affordability factor when you look at your monthly payment right now is unbelievable. So what does all this mean? It means that we've had a very interesting year here in the real estate world, very interesting year with resort housing, but it's been a very strong year. And it's definitely showing that buyers want to purchase beach property, vacation property. They want to be close to the shore. And they're taking advantage of the fact that these rates are extremely low. So if they can find a good one, you're having to move quickly to jump on it to secure that property so they can enjoy it over the winter here and be able to really love it come next summer. So there you have it. That is the November housing recap. If there's ever anything I can do to assist you in your home sale and or purchase process, it would be our pleasure. Thanks again. I'm Ryan Haley. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.